Solomon Edifree. I remember something about today. 6 morning. Some years ago, when I first met him, we met as colleagues and all of that, and then we became friends. So one of the things I got to know, one of the things he used to say there, portray, he used to call himself the Nigerian Flying Dutchman.
Flying Dutchman.
Yes, because that Ian Robben was still
now I get it.
If you are like Ian Robben, you are now saying you used to be the Nigerian Flying Dutchman. When you are still young. How come you are now used
young
to?
Now, sir.
And he now said at age 15, I had a career-threatening injury. Now I don't have a problem with that. You don't have heart problem. You are not a cripple. What is the career-threatening injury? You won't tell me.
I told you that you retired early now. That's why I tore my ACL. And without proper treatment,
you kept tearing.
No, you cannot play football with that kind of thing. At 15, it will actually heal by itself. Which medical school did you go to? Is it a layer of muscle? Before, wait. ACL cannot tear 15. You don't have ACL. I know you can tear 15, but
you saying that it is life-threatening, career-threatening.
It's career-threatening because it was not treated. Now, when ACL tear, you think you are joking. It will just be
what have you even used your ATL for that is tearing us? You were flying.
Let me have you know, even though you buy it.
He said he became the first person that I know, and I'm not saying it's a lie, but I'm still. He went to a private school, but he said public school used to come and rent him to play principal's cup. I did not say that they used to come and I said the public school that we faced in the first round that knocked us out asked me to play for them in the next round, and it actually happened. I did not make that. I actually did. Flying Dutchman.
No, whether you choose to believe it or not, it's his own business. It happened. Those people that went to school with me, Colville International High School, the private school, they know that when I hold ball for my left, Baba forget. I was not the fastest.
What have they seen? They've seen you within age 11 and 14.
And it's not where you
Messi has not signed up to the world that he's a crazy footballer.
If you go and watch Messi's clips from when he was a child, you can tell that this one is a winch.
Oh, that's
the development will
and there was no coach who would help you treat your ACL.
How will coach treat ACL?
No, what I mean is take it upon himself, whether he's a house master he's a sportsman. This young man, like he's the dream of he's the hope of our school.
Grabbing at that level. You don't know the meaning of ACL injury. I don't think you will realize what an ACL injury is. I actually could not even walk for a while.
But even when we met at that year, I saw that you were still not working well. But me, I know that ACL is one injury, like so many other injuries.
It takes minimum 12 months actually.
What I mean is
this Solomon was just been saying things that he doesn't.
How?
Minimum 12 months.
How?
Have you not heard about me? Minimum 12 months now.
It even gets it heals faster.
And
a younger person.
That is not true at all. You are referring to different injuries.
Okay.
That is not true at all. I want to bring my phone. I don't Google am now. Yeah. Can't even use this phone yet. I can even take it for Kennedy as this is the play ball. I've never heard or seen Solomon talk about playing football.
He talks about he plays good.
I play football. Where? I play football. Which position? Bench. There used to be no DM now. Why?
What's there?
Mikel Obi.
What's Mikel Obi?
Deep line distributor.
Deep line
distributor.
A guy.
Now where I send the ball, they go.
When you send the ball, the ball don't like you. It reminds me of a guy when we were in uni. He plays. One guy called him that day. The guy used to come and watch us play. He doesn't play. He now called him. He said, "Hey boy, no verse, so no take this thing to heart. What I want to tell you. You like ball, but ball no
So
like.
like, no, there are actually people like that. So there are actually people like that. So passionate. So
rude. The guy is so rude.
So
The guy said,
passionate.
as I know they play with it, so if I come play once, the next time they go choose me before you.
So there are guys like that, so passionate, so aggressive. So what you do is you go use them when they mark it. And usually na then they even get money to buy things. They can have gifts. They go get you a wear shin guard, knee pad, elbow guard, everything. Once you want to play like somebody fully kid, no
coach you say training material.
These days you come was if you don't do dreadlocks for you think say now see me younger talent.
That dreadlocks I mentioned, because I grew up with footballers, they said whenever they are going for trials, that you must find something that catches, whether it's tattoo, dreadlock,
or you dye your hair.
No matter how good you are, you keep your hair like Tunde's or like mine or like yours. You know, we're all on local, and then you go normally. You wear your normal. The coach will be looking at you. Even when you start playing, he will still be second guessing. But if he sees all those, your dread is already like this. You have tattoo. First chance, first set of chance. You stay here. You.
Because you are easily identified. You are memorable. Especially in a situation where there are lots of people, it is best to try and stick in mind, stay in people's minds. But this thing just dropped to mind now. The craziest haircut you've seen footballer carry. My number one is, maybe I should keep my number. Okay, let me say Ronaldo, 2002 World Cup.
Yeah, I think
that one
stood out. Everybody.
He stood out so. It was so funny.
Maybe my own is not the craziest, but the person that I've seen carrying the craziest haircut, Jubril Cisse. I think all through Jubril Cisse's
time, he was always changing,
and they are always getting that attention.
There was the time he did this mohawk. Is it mohawk? They call it. He did one that was so long.
He's always on the edge when it comes to haircut. Then I think if you're talking about fine haircuts, you would also talk about David Beckham. I can remember a particular presser. They comment because he came with something not dramatic. One of the journalists now asked him, "Hello, David. How are you? What happened? Have you run out of style? Why are you carrying?" He said, "Probably my barber has no more style for me to carry." So it was just on a lighter note, but footballers have been known to the fashionistas.
They stand out. And he's actually right. You're a striker. Your winger wants to locate you from way back. You know, okay, that boy with the crazy hairstyle, I can just send. But now I understand.
It happens in trials a lot, especially in a place like Nigeria. One of the things you can easily do to get, aside physique is always the first thing. If you see players who are well standing, tall, they get every coach's attention. Like this one, I know what I want they can do. Midfield marshal, defense marshal, attacker, and all of that. Then it goes to now looks. Man, this one, it be like say go down waka, go down see things. Where are you? Stay here. But you say a striker like Thierry Henry, you just carry low cut. You don't know that this guy is leading. You just stay here. After 5 minutes, if they've not done anything, you would almost have lost them because you won't be patient enough. This one, you don't even know how. Oh yeah, go and sit down first. So I think haircuts are one.
Ultimately, still in football talent is still the most important thing. Just saying that, especially in the case where it's just important to stay memorable, basically.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation where two people are, or more than one person is contesting for a position, and they are similar in traits and abilities. It's the persons that they remember the most. Those are kind of things that can be the tiebreakers. But anyway, let's get the show on the road officially. Sports Vibe Podcast.
That's it, man. That's it.
We're live. John Ezetu is not here with us. I don't know where he went to. He's probably out frolicking. But he had urgent urgent.
Please.
Very urgent.
You don't talk about my John.
Very urgent.
Because
business.
when you were not here. Yes.
Very urgent business.
Very amazing young man.
Wow.
We spent the entire weekend together.
Wow.
Last weekend, I mean.
Now the love is real. The love is real. The love
brotherhood.
Yeah, the brotherhood is real.
Yes. But I don't know where your own brotherhood talk is going.
But you also claimed the brotherhood last time.
Yeah.
You claimed the brotherhood. Like, I am claiming the brotherhood. So the love is actually real. The love is real.
So we went from point to point. We had like 3-4 touches over the weekend.
Just 3-4 touches.
What I mean is places that we went.
But you can touch more than 3 now. It doesn't have to be 3.
Are you sure it's places you were touching?
I mean venues.
Or body parts. But you touch it together.
Huh?
You touched it together. Now.
We were together.
Is it body parts you were touching?
But you know what? You know what I don't like now? Kenny is changing everything. He said he had 3-4 places they touched together.
Yes.
And I said it again, but you touched those places together.
With people.
Oh yeah, go on.
So people were even in the midst of you.
Let him cook. Finish your thought.
So it was an amazing weekend, and it was quite refreshing. You're off your house, you're mingling, meeting new people, and all of that. Cool, really. Cool.
And after the whole touching, you came.
Everybody went to their various houses.
But you came back
to.
You came now after the touching.
Where?
Let's move on. I don't know what is going on here. Shout out to John yesterday wherever he is. Today young Solomon.
That's my official nickname for him. Don't call him that. I call him Ojeti.
Kehinde Idris.
Yeah, that's
the official boyfriend of MC
the brotherhood. Just say brotherhood.
The official brotherhood. Even have a special nickname for one another. So Kehinde Idris is here. Everybody's looking fine, looking happy, looking refreshed. Let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Finidi George.
That's it.
Reports that was Babylon Amunike
for so long.
Only for Finidi George to be confirmed.
No, he did it. It was for so long. Amunike.
Is anybody surprised by this?
I am actually.
Okay.
I am because like I said, for so long it was more of Amunike. Even when the foreign coaches that submitted their CV were being picked and they had the top 3, Amunike was the only Nigerian in the midst of the 3 coaches that got to the final stage. So when the news broke that we might be going for the board is favoring an home-based coach, that's a Nigerian coach ahead of the foreigners, the whole thought, everybody's conclusion was, and my own conclusion, let me just be precise, was the fact that it will be Amunike, and the whole story about his track record. He brought out the likes of Osimhen. He was looking like, now is the time for Amunike to be at the helm of affairs in the Super Eagles. But voila.
And we don't know why that didn't work out. We don't know if he was the one that turned them down or they decided to go with Finidi George. We really don't know. Hopefully,
what's on the street are saying probably Amunike is asking in his contract. They say, no be now, we don't get this guy one.
Okay, can I put this up? But Amunike as an assistant he actually likes working with.
Everybody have got that.
He has an assistant.
I can remember the days of Sia. There is always a Solomon Kalika. I can remember that name from Netherlands.
Maybe he has his crew and the asking price, and maybe that got a bit. But guys, again, no term, no duration, no contract.
Maybe we'll still get that.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's still early days.
I don't think it's early. Like, if you are announcing a new coach, these are the standard things you announce.
I don't know why I said I think it's still early days. It's because it's Niger and it's a Niger coach. We've always seen this. Would I say secrecy? You don't even know. Like even the Jose Pesero's last contract extension, it took a while before we knew. Okay, it was extended from October to the end of the AFCON and all of that.
Pay cut and things like that.
See, let me. I think for me, maybe my surprise, why I wouldn't call it a surprise, the fact that I'm excited. I wish for it to happen,
true.
And then it happened. I've always had my eyes on Finidi. Now, maybe common sense eventually prevails. Number one, I doubt, I might be completely wrong, but I doubt if Amunike, if Finidi George will cost the NFF as much as Amunike.
No, he won't.
I doubt that. Then number two,
That's
I think in recent time, yes,
money-wise.
yes. I think in recent time, there is a trend. Joachim Low, former assistant coach, Flick, former assistant coach, Faye with Cote d'Ivoire. We've seen that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I feel these organizations look at the tough nature of starting to break down those who are applying.
Yeah.
How will they start understanding?
And also that's also kind of the reasoning behind having an assistant coach. Is the whole point is, you know, someone that is within the system that can, you know, step up and take over if the head coach is indisposed.
Yeah.
So even that
as like a seamless transition.
Yeah, it's not just even when the coach is fired. Even in club football, if the coach is not available, whether he's suspended or whatever,
the
assistant coach takes over because he's
sick or something.
So yes, that's why the appointment makes sense to me.
Yeah,
it does. And we hear, I'm hearing that the NFF are going to give Finidi George the leeway to select his own assistant,
which is common sense.
I
can remember years after years during different jobs with the Nigeria teams, under 20, the Olympics team, even the national team. Siasa kept complaining about you cannot give me, especially my first assistant coach. I need to work with Solomon. So there were times where in his salary terms, we had to pay Kalika from there. There was no provision because the NFF was standing on the fact that we will get you your backroom staff. But give me one. We see coaches who have about 7 backroom staff. They move everywhere. Imagine you employing what's the name? The man that was courted by Cote d'Ivoire after Averenad. Imagine employing Averenad and he comes alone. It cannot happen. Averenad would have his psychologist, he would have his doctor, his medical team, he would have his first assistant, second assistant. And I can remember when we were at the Nations Cup, I interviewed some of the assistants, the quote and unquote, the white guys who were with Jose Pesero. They've been moving together, not be today.
Yeah, no, true. Usually, yeah, it's usually like that.
Do you know they are so closely knitted that I was asking for about 30 minutes. You can remember their final training. I was asking for about 30 minutes. Who is the first assistant coach? That's the person I want to get a quick interview of, you know. And they kept saying, this is, and in what I gathered, everybody is as important. Although they would have that first man. But they've spent years together that everybody have got. They cannot afford to pull out one. So that's hopefully not just by saying, they let it happen. And then they give him the free and less pressure. There is pressure already. World Cup qualifier, Nations Cup qualifier, Nations Cup, World Cup, all in 2 years. It's going to happen in 2 years. So there is pressure already. But what I mean by less pressure is don't let him understand that this next game we have to play Benin. If you lose this game, something can happen.
But from the statement, it looks like that because he has from the statement the NFF put out, his first point of call is the South Africa.
No, I'm not saying letting you know the job at hand is different from you're already hearing if this doesn't happen, the hammer will land, the axe will fall and all of that. That's what I mean. And I posted something on my handles. I was like, I'm happy personally because as a journalist, we have a media-friendly coach.
True, yes.
Someone can testify. It's so easy to get words off him. Very technically gifted. You know, when he speaks with you. And then somebody is giving you, not just, he's available there, it is content. then you feel comfortable. See, one of the things we journalists want is the fact that we can talk to the man who is in the know, the man who wears the shoe easily. Hopefully, I know now he's stepped up, it can be easily accessible like it was then, but hopefully we'll still be able to say after a year or two that it's still with their friend.
So before we move on from Finidi, expectations of Finidi, what are you expecting? What constitutes success? What constitutes Finidi George success in your opinion?
Let's qualify for Morocco. So let's start from there. Take us to Morocco. You should take us to Morocco.
I think
the team is
AFCON 2025.
Yes, next year. The team is too good to miss an AFCON now.
Okay, yeah.
The team is an crucial.
Especially the entire world is feeling like
to miss
the
an
Super
AFCON.
Eagles should win the next AFCON.
So the first thing is qualify for Morocco. Let's get to Morocco. See what happens at Morocco. Then we can now pull out our scorecard. Maybe at that point. But the first thing is qualify for Morocco. The team, as we speak, is too hungry. I've experienced so much in Cote d'Ivoire that they cannot afford to miss a Nations Cup. So it's important to qualify for Morocco.
Same for you,
I think for me, same. But also, I think Nigerians want to see, maybe was spoiled for what had happened in the past, want to see some semblance of good football. Jose Peseiro gave his best to the AFCON final, but one of the things that have been complained about over time is the fact that we play a little bit or more of negative football. Nigerians love good football. They've seen it happen. So it's not a case of now, because now you both they play.
Exactly, since the talent is even there. Utilizing
so
talent.
Nigerians want to see that improvement in that. Then, like you said, the Nations Cup. Then I think Nigerians would also, because I'm thinking in the line of that our next game at the World Cup qualifier should give us a sign that there is still a chance to overturn. I think those are the expectations for me.
I'm leaning towards Kenny a bit here. Me, what constitutes success, I want to see how quickly he can implement his own imprint on this team.
Yeah.
I want to see a difference from what Peseiro did. For me, I think the appointment comes too late for results to matter right now. In my opinion, I think it's unfair to expect him to,
what do you mean too late for results to matter? After the Nations Cup, we really had a friendly, and it was in charge. The next official match at the qualifiers, he will still be in charge.
Those two friendlies, he only got charge of them. That was Super Eagles like 2 or 3 days before the game.
Yeah, true.
Before then, list has already been released. We don't know who released the list till now. So
some people say it's Kunle Afolayan.
And even after the friendlies, there has still been uncertainty about who has the Super Eagles going on. So it's not just about, I'm not talking in terms of matches. I'm talking in terms of actual time to strategize. You can't be planning for a job you don't know if you have or not.
Exactly.
I would not be surprised if his focus the entire time was on Enyimba, because at the end of the day, still also the head coach of Enyimba, and it's the title race. So I'm sure his attention was focused on that. Now that he gets the Super Eagles job, maybe his attention is divided. We still don't know if he's still even coach of Enyimba.
That's another huge question to be answered. You are the coach of a national team of Nigeria. You still hold on to your job at the Enyimba?
I mean, it's not the first time, coaches.
What of Randy Waldrum?
Yeah,
is he not the coach of the biggest franchise when it comes to women's football in Africa? Modern black nation in the world.
Africa, Super Falcons, and he still maintained his job in the United States. It is even common practice actually. It's really international, although not as common nowadays. But really international man, where coach a club and still coach a national team. I don't know but that's the thing with Nigerian teams. If anyone like this you should not even have to ask.
No, yes.
It should come out with the press release.
And do you know where may I have a problem? Tunde, all this was saying now, you will now see yourself trending because one person in the NFF setting will now hag on the fact that who said we didn't do this? Who said we didn't do that? You people did not do your findings. Hey, sometimes you don't need to start doing investigation.
No. What's the press
some
release?
basics.
Drop the details on the press release.
Which findings do I need to do?
How
do you release an announcement as well as your coach?
When you leave a vacuum,
maybe they are
the
expecting
journalists to do a 2+2
and add it together. Maybe
and
they are
put it out
expecting us
there.
to call Olajire and ask for more information.
or topmost.
I'll talk about that.
Finidi George can be told to
It's already within the sector. We just
that
increase
salary.
his money.
What would they give you? We'll just
Increase your money. Yes,
Just
like
let
every
us
promoter within an organization, instead of coming in,
bringing in.
you can negotiate for your higher salary when
Yes,
coming in. Yes, but when you're inside, you cannot. Let's say you are earning 150K as an organization. You cannot ask them to increase your salary to 300K. You're like, why would you double your salary? You know, all that you have 50K to it.
Yes.
But if you are coming, you can negotiate for
So, and then another thing they can also tell you is the fact that we're stepping you up. Give you a probation period of 6 months. Yes. If you're already in a setting and you're taking a higher, they can always put you on that. Okay, we'll increase your salary, but we'll also watch you. If you hit some strides, then we can give you a very important contract. So I think Finidi George should be a cheaper. Should be. I think it should be that for me.
Yeah, so congratulations to Finidi.
Yes,
Congratulations to him.
Well done. Welcome, Finito. Up, coach. And also, I must say, he's Solomon's friend.
Actually, immediately I got the news, I sent him a message on WhatsApp.
It's Solomon's friend.
I sent him a message on WhatsApp congratulating him, and I said I wanted an interview like instantly, but he just replied and said, please let me digest the news. Let it get through me first, then subsequently.
When we're in Cote d'Ivoire, you think they were dating. It's easy for Solomon to just stumble on him. Coach, now, just like, hey, what? Now. Like, okay. I'll be like, just
and that's the beauty of our job, right? You know, having access to these people and forming a good relationship.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's segue into Liverpool. As of December, they announced that they were doing a documentary, end of the season documentary, to capture Klopp's, last season at the club, and potential quadruple. That quadruple has turned to quarter now. Because if not for Chelsea, I won't give them EFL Cup. That dash them the EFL Cup. It will have been a trophyless documentary. But now, Premier League firmly in third. Most people believe they are out of the title race. I too believe that. Europa League, they were disgraced out by Atalanta. Not that the FA Cup by Manchester United.
I remember that game.
Won the FA Cup against Chelsea. Is this a successful season?
You did not have the last drama in the last game.
But
Salah said, I was listening to all these Yoruba news. Salah said, Koto lo manu e. Before you go, Koto lo se manu e. Ma fi nino she send for.
I can't wait to watch that document. I will pay good money to watch.
I wonder where they want to pad it.
No, they won't pad it. All those places that Salah was for, you just see black screen. They don't put black screen.
But really, jokes aside, this is not in any way what they bargained for. As of this December you're talking about, it felt like Liverpool were on a roll. And worst come to worst, 2-3 trophies.
Liverpool in Europa League, we all thought Liverpool is probably the only team that can stop them.
When they got Atalanta, like, breeze past.
We thought the Europa League was sure they already won the FA Cup. Even the FA Cup, getting under by Manchester United of all people.
It was a funny one.
And funny is that beating United, they probably guaranteed a place in the final because they would have beaten Coventry as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Look at what Xavi did. Xavi has seen his final going. You don't only get K-leg. Also, you get twisted leg.
Walk not to the outside like that. At the end of the day,
you might just stay 2 years.
Who is even ready to employ Xavi? Who is ready to employ Xavi today?
No, their clubs are ready to employ.
Mention one club that was to employ Xavi.
Leicester City just got promotion now.
Let us see how Enzo Maresca is the one that promoted them, so they are fine. they're absolutely fine. And even though Xavi is a league-winning manager, and I think that he will get offers. I just don't think that any of the clubs that we want to coach need a manager right now.
Because with what Xavi have tested, Xavi won't go low.
No way.
So I'm serious. You can't
come Barcelona and then
start looking for
and take over Brighton or something. Like.
No, but Unai Emery left Villarreal to come and coach.
Villarreal is not one of those.
Villarreal and Aston Villa are not that far apart.
To an extent, Aston Villa can.
I don't know. I think it's historically bigger than Villarreal. Aston Villa, former champions of England, two-time former champions of two-time Champions League winners, like.
No,
and they have better players right than their inter club of people. Aston Villa, in fact, almost employed Barcelona's current sporting director. Like they took him from his job. You know what's this for you as Aston Villa to be able to tell someone to leave Barcelona and come to Aston Villa. He actually did leave and he
Aston Villa lured down to Aston Villa.
I think it's
not about the Premier League. Villarreal will only lure a player off Aston Villa if he don't bad finish. Because they can't even meet up with the payment standard and all of that. No, aside payments.
But the Premier League,
Villarreal is in a standard.
Money also contributes to build a big club.
Yes, now.
If you don't have money, why are you claiming big club?
What the Sundowns used to come and now stabilize themselves has been what's his name? Motsepe brought in a lot of money. They were signing the best of guys. Do you know how they eclipsed the Kaiser Chiefs, the Pirates? Money. They brought the best of guys, played them. After they've now stabilized, you don't need much money because now everybody wants to come and win trophy in Sundowns. So you can even get them easier. Money contributes to being a big club. Arsenal today, they were talking, hey, Arteta, they consciously spent a lot of money. Imagine thinking that as of the time, I'm not saying what he did now, paying 60 million for Kai Havertz as of what Kai Havertz was going through then.
65 million actually.
65 million. I paid how much for Jorginho as of what Jorginho was facing at Chelsea. That is money. You've got enough to throw around. In the Wenger era, that Kai Havertz, they will price him to 15 million.
In fact, in the Wenger era, since between 2004, Arsenal signed Jose Reyes in 2004 from Sevilla for 20 million. Their next 20 million signing after Reyes was Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah.
More than 10 years apart.
You can see
20 million.
Yes, now
20 million.
So that's
education and everything.
That's why I just use with academy players.
Roma.
And I'll send them on loan again.
Anyway, speaking of Chelsea, Thiago Silva confirmed is departing the club. 151 appearances, 9 goals, Champions League winner, European Super Cup winner.
150 in just
in 4 years. Less than 4 years. This fourth season. That was the winner, UEFA Super Cup winner, Club World Cup winner. Is he a Chelsea legend in your opinion?
No. Just a Chelsea great. He came into Chelsea and he slotted into a position that Chelsea actually needed someone, a kind of leader in that position. Came in at the right time.
I think maybe we should get the question right. You know, say is he a Premier League legend or
is he a Chelsea legend? No.
Yeah, I understand why he feels that way.
No. Just even as Benequeta will not command a legendary.
No, Azpilicueta is the most definitely. What?
He's a legend.
Azpilicueta was at the club for 10 years, won every single trophy possible. He's the only Chelsea player that have won every single trophy.
I don't even care about the win.
He was club captain.
He was considered for the team all 3 years.
He came in immediately Chelsea won the Champions League.
Azpilicueta was a 13 million signing from Olympic Marseille.
Yes.
In the summer after winning that, nobody really cared about signing Azpilicueta. It's that same summer we signed Makoma, and signed Victor Moses, signed Edinazar. Edinazar was the signing of that of that summer. Signed Oscar as well. And you know,
and the winner, it was that season we went on to win the
Europa League. So Azpilicueta definitely Chelsea legend. Personally, I will say yes. So I was like, he's a Chelsea, but I also understand why you don't think so.
Chelsea great.
I understand why you don't think so, because at the end of the day, he spent 4 years at the club. And
but the 4 years,
it's only really the first 2 years that is good. The last 2 years have been not on his own personally, but for the club generally has been horrible. So like, can you really be a legend based on 2 good years?
Fantastic.
I don't know if
maybe we'll just stay as a great player.
Chelsea great, yes. For legend,
I think so. But I also feel there are times you come in and there is something you do for the club. It might be 6 months, it might be 1 year. It feels like you've done more than 7 years. As of the time he came in, I'm not saying Chelsea weren't good, but that defense line,
yes, like I said, he came in at the right time.
He needed a marshal.
I did not even have any hopes for him coming in. He left PSG as a free agent, 35 years old. He was on the verge of joining Fiorentina by the time Chelsea signed him. So I was not excited about the signing. I thought this man is done, 35-year-old center defender. Why are we signing a 35-year-old defender? But even he himself, I'm sure he did not expect to spend 4 years at the club. It was looking like, just because he was signing one-year deals. That's what the club was offering him. And he pressed the first year, he impressed. And then he got the fourth year out of it. So yeah, it's been a fantastic addition. Arguably the greatest value for money.
I think that's another.
They didn't spend money now, so they take okay, nice one.
And there are times where I had maybe greatness with a player. You doing your job and also not costing the team drama. I think
professional, all through the time the captaincy handband was taken off him.
Professional. The boy has been massive when it comes to the way you handle your job, whether you're performing well or not. You hardly find that that drama attached to. See, there is something about players who bring drama. You can also break your team by just your own drama. I think Thiago Silva came in as a top player. He can create drama with his stature, but he came in, just did his job. He was a perfect mister, a perfect gentleman, a great footballer, stabilized the defense, got every other player to so likable. And even when he was having issues like this season,
the handband was taken. The handband was taken off him.
Was there a force? Never was there anyone.
So other people that complain that how we make the team captain, make Gallagher,
from his team.
All these children being captain ahead of him, and the most guy. But you would have thought I would be the captain.
Fantastic. So there are so many things that adds to this greatness of a player when you're also looking out for your team, even at the detriment of yourself. I'm sure for his human, he must have thought this is it. But he was looking out for Chelsea. We win together, we're all happy together. I win alone, everybody is sad. That is a bigger, sadder picture. So I think he's a great player for Chelsea.
Yeah, so shout out to a great player.
Well done.
All the best in his future. He said that he plans to not to be whatever.
It looks like someone who will be a great coach. It looks like someone who will be a fine, not just coach, a fine manager.
It reminds me of they are just professional with their ways.
So here are the best to Thiago Silva, and so before we go, anything Terrence and Terrence, you have anything you want to talk about before we round up?
I think I just want to maybe a little bit of Liverpool is in there, but I love the fact that in recent time we've heard the talks of the Premier League, Farmers League, because Man City had won back to back. But I've gone to check. You can remember the season Liverpool was second and made 97 points. 97 points in so many leagues around.
Yeah, you win it.
One league, maybe 10 matches to go, it would have been confirmed. I also want to do a shout out to the Premier League, the teams, and then not just the teams jostling for the league. Look at the top 4 race. Talking about teams who want to make Champions League. Look at the Europa League race. Look at the conference race. Now, don't even go to the relegation.
That's it. Yeah, that's a tough one.
I just want to, we talk about monies and what money can do or what money does and all of that. I think also these teams turn up a great way.
Absolutely.
And if it continues this way, there is no match in the English Premier League and the drama it brings. News everywhere, drama top notch.
Call it right now. Who's winning the league? No analysis, but who's winning the league?
You permit me to say two things. One, my head and my heart. Let me go with my heart. My heart says Arsenal. Everybody knows it. But logically, my head says Man City. Because crunch time, I think it's Man City.
Wow, interesting. The funny thing is, I actually am going with Arsenal. In the sense that in whatever situation, whatever will make, if City drop points against Tottenham, Arsenal is taking it, and I have a feeling City will drop points against Tottenham Hotspur. Is it? They'll be Manchester. They'll be Manchester United. It's Arsenal. I stay with Arsenal.
Okay. Solomon goes to Arsenal. Kenny goes to Manchester. I've seen sides that go with Arsenal. So I don't want them to do, but it's looking like it. We'll find out to get to that. I just don't like it.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But the show is definitely over. We are wrapping up. The sports vibe. I don't know about that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. D.
And our condolences from the sport vibe podcast go to fans who lost this football son last week. Condolences. I don't know how you think about it.
True.
I'm going to let you too. By the next time we come back, we can have you on who is winning the English Premier League. Sports by Podcast.
Sign on, guys.